The core muscle and how to use it in the saddle has become a very popular term, and I'm sure you've already heard it when your instructor says, use more core, use more core. Well, if you don't know how to engage the core, you don't know how to use the core. If you're not using your core, then your core will not be strong. If you don't know how to engage it on demand, then you're not going to be able to use it on demand in the saddle when the horse starts to increase the paces and you need more stability through your spine. Now, the other misinformation that I am seeing is, or hearing, is people making comments along Facebook on different things saying, I use my core to get the horse to canter. Well, it's how you use your core, because the core is not a muscle that you will use for the aid. It's a muscle that you will use to set up the aid. So if you're looking at a sequence of muscle activity, your core is not going to get your horse to canter. But if you use your core to stabilize your spine and then use your seat and your legs and your hand to apply the canter aid, then yes, you are using your core. Now, the other misinformation I'm seeing or hearing is that people say they don't need their lower legs. Well, in my opinion, they're totally wrong. You cannot ride without your lower leg. Yes, the amount that you apply certainly is different on different people and different horses, and the skill of applying different amount is certainly a trained skill in the rider. And that comes back to what the rider feels and the application of the pressure through the legs in combination with the seat. You cannot use your seat without your legs because the seat needs an anchor. Now, just coming up, just showing you some information about the core muscle. It's called transverse abdominal, and it's called transverse abdominal because it's the deepest muscle layer and it runs transversely. Now, when it contracts, what it does do is and I'll show you this close up, what it does do is it runs around the spine. So it runs from the back here to the front. So from the front part of the spine, which is here, you can see that the muscle only acts on the spine and the ribs and the top of the pelvis. So it does not move any part of our body. What it does do is hold the spine. Now, if the core muscle is not able to hold the spine, what happens when we add in these pelvic movements, which are movements, and we do use these for aids, what happens is the spine will get a wobble up. So instead of being able to apply a pelvic tilt for your transitions, what happens is the whole spine will bend and then the back will collapse and it becomes very jelly-like. So the action of the core muscle is to stabilize the spine so that the movement of the pelvis under control of different muscles in different positions and in different movements can happen. If you want to apply an open hand or look with your head, your eyes, or move your arms, if you're not stable here, what happens is the body follows the arm. And you've seen it all the time. People follow their hand or they follow their feet. So the action of the core muscle solely is to hold the spine still while other muscles move the body. You must understand that in your exercise, and you must understand how to be able to do that to be effective with your riding. So if you want more information on the core and how to apply these correct movement patterns, certainly contact me through the various contacts I've given you. I hope that's been helpful.